Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have a journal with me for you today, and I'm using this kit from Wild Summer Designs that has a really spa-like recovery vibe, which I thought was perfect because this week was a week where I really wanted to dedicate some time to take care of myself. And this kit was actually a gift. It was either from Katie from Plans or Christina from Christina Plans 14. Oh, I'm so bad. I can't remember quite who it was from because I received happy mail from both of them around the time I got this kit. So thank you if you're watching this. Alright, so while I put down the foundation of this spread, I do want to make a couple announcements in light of current events. And that is that I stand with Black Lives and Black Lives Matter. And my June, or whenever my next AdSense payment comes in, that will be going towards the Black Lives Matter movement. I haven't formally announced it yet. I guess I am now, but not on my Instagram or anything because I haven't quite decided in what capacity I'll be contributing that money. My first inclination was to sponsor books. I saw a bunch of people, including Kirsty from A Jar of Pickles, she had a Google form where people filled it out, including what book they wanted to read to educate themselves more on Black Lives Matter, and I wanted to take a slightly different approach. I've read some incredible novels and work by Black authors in the past couple of years, and that's immediately what I wanted to do with my next AdSense payment, but at the same time I know that some funds are more urgent at the moment, like bail funds and stuff like that. So that's the reason I've been debating, not necessarily because it's an either or type of thing, but I'll let you guys know, and I'd love to hear your thoughts as well, so please leave them in the comments. As for other resources like petitions and stuff, I'll link some down below. I know there's been a lot circulating, so I don't want to inundate you with more information that maybe you already have. And I also want to acknowledge that I'm learning as well different ways that I can contribute to dismantling racism and systemic injustice. So that's all I have to say about that's not all I have to say about that. I'll be going into more details in future Plan With Me's, Journal With Me's, but that's all I have to say for this video. So I'm going to move back over to my planner. My sidebar's the same as always. On Monday, the first thing that I put down was Coffee Monday. That's from the sticky committee. I did pull in rose gold foil for this kit. And the cute coffee bear is from Grin and Barrett. Then I put down a full box. And for work this week, I'm using these cute work stickers, icons from Planning World. After work, I needed to cancel my old insurance before I got my current job, which I transferred to some new insurance. So I just wanted to do that because I've been slacking and it's just been on the back of my mind and my to-do list for a while now. So I finally decided to buck up and just cancel my Kaiser insurance, which took me a while to figure out. And then I edited a video, which I used this iMac from, oh gosh, I can't remember, Little Paper Prints, and I'm putting some foil accents. So I used a bow from Sadie Stickers for the full box and a little nano cloud that I made for myself. In the evening, I did some research for a handheld bottle to use when I go running, like on longer runs where I want to stay hydrated, and I ordered one off of Amazon. And I did put down some washi here at the bottom because we were still sheltering in place at this point. We still are at this point. We're in June now. I think we're reopening, but I don't feel too comfortable going out, so I'll be staying home for as long as I can. This rose gold washi I got from Target. And then to mark the shelter in place, I'm using a home icon on top of this box and some arrow accents or chevron accents from Sesame that are also rose gold foiled. On Tuesday, the first thing I marked was coffee, and I'm using some deco. I believe this deco is still from that Scribble Prints Co kit that I had a while back where I cut off the deco and used it as functional icons because it worked really well. I woke up early that morning to get in some yoga before work. So I used a yoga mat from Magic Prints Co. Then I'm making this peekaboo fold over box that is basically just a rectangle on some matte removable sticker paper, and I'm folding it, and I decorated it with some washi, and then I'm folding it over to mark something private. Honestly, I can't even remember what I wanted to put in there. It's still blank as I'm looking at my planner right now, so I'm just like, okay. Anyway, the washi that I used is from Simply Gilded, and I thought it matched this kit really well. And then our marked work, oh my gosh, this was only like a month ago, but it feels like so long ago now because so much has happened in the past couple weeks. Anyway, I guess I can talk more about why this was like a spa-like week. I was feeling pretty down and just exhausted from my running build. I knew I needed to take some time off, that I was going too hard, even though I wasn't running very fast. I'm not used to running so much and at that distance. So my legs were really hurting, my body was hurting, and I just needed to take a step back. So that's why I wanted to really remind myself that this was a recovery week and that I needed to just take care of myself, my body, mentally and physically. So that's hence the yoga in the morning. I normally would have gone for a run. So I put some washi from Rose Colored Daze or a foil header overlay because I wanted to add some foil to the full box, and then in the evening I used a little thing to mark that I edited. Then on Wednesday morning I went out on a recovery run, which is basically just running really, really slowly and taking it. Well, for me, my recovery runs, I'm not an expert by any means, but for me, I want to keep my heart rate below 150 beats per minute, which for me means running really, really slowly. So that's that. The workout sticker is from Little Miss Paperie, and I was really sleepy that day because I've been having trouble sleeping, and then I wake up at like 4:45 to get in those runs and yoga practices in the morning, so it's quite early. So I definitely wanted to sleep early that day, hence the paper and milk maru. Oh, that Barely Awake coffee from Grin & Bear It was totally perfect. I probably made a lot of coffee that day. And then the rose gold heart is from Clever Gal Crafts. On Thursday, the first thing that I put down was this candles full box, and I'm adding some little cloud accents. I then marked work again with a sticker from Planning World. And I'm using a little thing because we had Thai delivery for lunch that day, which is always really yummy. Then I put down a flag with this really cute Maru paper clip from Paper and Milk because I took some time to create a spreadsheet for my running log. I've been taking a really systematic approach to my running, and I wanted a place to document that, and now I have a spreadsheet for running. Like, who am I? I don't know. I'm usually not a spreadsheets person. My workouts are really like go with the flow kind of thing. I don't really document them in any way, or at least I haven't in years, so this is definitely something quite new. That night we had steak night, and I opened a bottle of wine, which is always nice. I went out for a walk that evening, and then I took a bath, which was so nice. I had some like eucalyptus Epsom salt soak, and it had been a while, and it just felt really nice and a little treat for the legs. Moving on to Friday, I marked work first, and then I think after my first meeting of the day, I'm like, why don't I just do a face mask? So that's what I did. This face mask girl is from Happy Daya. She's one of my favorites. And then again, spent some time updating the running log, getting it to have all the information that I wanted. On Friday, my new running shoes came in from Hoka One One, which I was super excited about because they're like white with rose gold detailing, and you all know how I feel about rose gold, so definitely dream shoes. And then I did do some yin yoga that evening, which I've been finding is extra valuable when I'm doing all of these new exercises to get a feel for where I'm hurting and where I could put in more work. So I know I've been speaking a lot about exercise in this video, but it's just such a fundamental part of my well-being. And with the gym being unavailable, I've really had to dedicate some time to figure out a new process, and I've been really loving it. Like, I've had breakthroughs with my running. You guys, if you've been following me for a while, you know I've always been like, yeah, I'm not really a runner. Like, I don't really get it. I'm not good at it. And I don't think that I'm good at it by any means, but I understand the joy that people find in running now, and it's really exciting. So, speaking of that, Saturday, was my long run. I think typically most runners do their long runs on Sundays, but I moved it to Saturday because I had training on Sunday in the morning and I didn't want to rush. So I made some coffee, went on my long run with my new hokas, which were fantastic. Love them. And then I put down a full box. In the afternoon, I cleaned out the office with my mom. Basically, the place that I had been working on my Etsy stickers, we kind of brushed it all into one corner, and we took some time to kind of clean it out more because we were anticipating some new furniture coming in. So that's what my mom and I did that afternoon, and then I took a nap because why not? Saturday is my nap day. In the evening, I had a beer and watched The King, the Eternal Monarch, which is a K-drama on Netflix with Lee Min-ho, which I totally need to catch up on, but that was definitely a highlight of my week. Then moving on to Sunday, I had training for work in the morning, and then we had takeout for lunch. In the evening, I did some laundry. I went to Trader Joe's to pick up some groceries. When I got home, I did my last workout of the week, which was drills and resistance band training, and I actually went ham, which I probably shouldn't have done because I could really feel it the next week, and that kind of derails the point of a recovery week. But there are motions that my body is more used to doing because I've been exercising that way for much longer, so it didn't feel as intense, and even the soreness the week following didn't feel as intense as my soreness from running. Anyway, that's it for recovery week spread. I sure did talk a lot about exercise, but anyway, I just wanted to give you some insight on what I've been thinking about lately, which a lot of it has been honestly on running. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions, anything like that. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.